Sean Connery was picked as the actor most likely to succeed in convincing the audience that he was James Bond, Secret Service agent extraordinary, in the service of Her Majesty the Queen of England. In the words of Ian Fleming,
James Bond is about 6 feet tall and somewhere in his middle 30s. He has dark, rather cruel good looks and very clear blue-gray eyes.
In matters of death, Spectre is strictly impartial. Not for the future. Spectre's most audacious enterprise of any, next to which our previous ventures are inconsequential.
We're now taken to the spot where the big sinister plan is unfolding. Usually this is some important looking military installation or some kind of advanced piece of shiny equipment that is targeted. Everything is running smoothly. The test, or whatever is happening, is proceeding normally, until something happens. Red lights start flashing, alarms start going off, and workers start running around panicked. Communications fail, explosions go off, and everything is thrown into chaos. By the time the smoke clears, everyone is confused and scared. We have some very worried looks by the ones in charge, with them dramatically uttering, "Oh my God."
If you carry a 00 number, it means you're licensed to kill, not get killed. And another thing, since I've been head of MI7, there's been a 40% drop in 00 operative casualties, and I want it to stay that way.
M, sitting comfortably in his office, usually puffing on his pipe, gets a call about what's just happened. His office doesn't change much through the course of the films. His office is quite a contrast compared to General Goebel's, which is more like a dungeon. He's got some nautical paintings and decorations around, reflecting his background, a nice wooden desk, a fireplace, and his unique cushioned door. I never understood the allure of having the door designed this way, but maybe it's some kind of soundproofing thing. Bernard Lee played M in the first 11 films, until his death in 1981.
Ah, there you are, 007.
Minister, Chief of Staff.
And for your eyes only, the character of M doesn't appear as sort of a tribute to Lee. Octopussy introduced a new M, played by Robert Brown. We can probably assume his character had been around for a while. He has a small appearance in The Spy Who Loved Me.
Admiral Hargreaves, Flag Officer Submarines.
Ark Royal, wasn't it? Yes, sir.
And maybe his character eventually got promoted to the position when there suddenly became a vacancy. Anyway, M assures the other party on the line that he will take care of things on his end. He hangs up and tells his secretary, Miss Moneypenny, to contact 007 and have him report in.
Miss Moneypenny, have you checked with communications?
Well, replies to our Cairo, Amsterdam, and Madrid inquiries, all negative, sir.
The PM wants to be informed personally when we find 007.
Come in, Univex. James Bond here. Over.
He's been asking for you all morning. Where in the world are you, James?
There's some trouble tracking down our hero, but he finally reveals himself, usually in the arms of a beautiful woman. It wouldn't seem right if Bond just picked up his phone and we see him lounging around watching infomercials, munching on some chips.
But James, I need you.
So does England.
He excuses himself from the lady, who really doesn't want him to leave. Maybe he'll stick around long enough for a quickie, though.
Miss Moneypenny, give 007 the password we've agreed with Japanese SIS.
Yes, sir. We tried to think of something that you wouldn't forget.
Yes.
I love you. Repeat it, please, to make sure you get it.
Don't worry. I get it.
Bond arrives at the offices of Universal Exports. Opening the door, he flings his hat onto a coat rack and begins flirting with Miss Moneypenny. This hat trick slowly disappeared, probably due to the passing fashion trend of wearing hats.
Maybe I should get you to take me there someday. I've tried everything else.
Darling Moneypenny, you know I never even look at another woman.
Oh, really, Jane?
Lois Maxwell played Moneypenny in 14 films, from Dr. No to A View to a Kill. No other actress will probably ever come close to reaching that number of appearances, or be as defined with the role as Maxwell has been. She was said to have been offered the choice between two roles, Moneypenny and Sylvia Trench. While Sylvia made 2 film appearances, Moneypenny became the more important recurring character.
Well, what about tonight? You come around for dinner, and I'll cook you a beautiful angel cake.
Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure, but unfortunately I do have a business appointment.
That's the flimsiest excuse you've ever given me.
Although the actress imagined Moneypenny and Bond had shared one romantic weekend together long ago, the audience never got to see any more than their teasing bantering. It was a guarantee we wouldn't see Bond bedding Moneypenny before the closing credits. She would probably be able to give Bond the healthiest and longest relationship he's ever had. But he's not meant for that kind of thing. Even when he tried...
Will you marry me? What?
The results were short-lived and disastrous. He's supposed to have one new girl every adventure, with a few other hotties thrown in every now and then to keep things interesting. Moneypenny is as good at calling him on his never-ending string of promises as anyone. I mean, if she tried to have more of a relationship with Bond, the best she could hope for would be to be one of those temporary tarts we see him with at the beginning of the films. The ones he just leaves behind and she's never seen again. Actually, if she was one of them, they could skip the whole tracking him down thing. M could just call Moneypenny and she could roll over and tell Bond that he has to go to the office. M would probably need a new secretary for every film, though. Carolyn Bliss was cast in the role for the 2 Dalton films. I think they were trying to do a bit more of the nerdish secretary thing. Like that thing they do in movies where if a hot girl is wearing glasses, she's supposed to be geeky and unattractive. Then when she takes them off, you're supposed to be surprised that she's gorgeous.
In the conference room. Something pretty big. Every 00 man in Europe's been rushed in, and the Home Secretary, too.
So he's probably lost a dog.
Bond walks through M's comfy-looking door to find out what's going on. M begins describing what's just happened.
Jamaica went off the air tonight, just like that. 3 of our agents have been killed during the last 24 hours.
Your name is on Pushkin's list too, 007.
Nobody knows where he is, or what he looks like.
I respectfully submit.
An official operation was out of the question.
That had occurred to me.
If it is the Russians,
They can totally undermine our Western defense
Our own
strategy.
submarines could be ordered to
Several
attack our
recent
own
murders
ships.
in South Africa complicated. CIA have been informed.
So under the
This
This
could fall into the wrong hands.
This
And there's
damn
this
thing could
push
blow up
kit
into a full-scale war.
at the Russians' mercy.
I'm relieving you of your pleasant
We're the laughing stock of the intelligence community. Our first major coup in years.
You have a job to do. The situation is critical. Mind you, all this is pure guesswork.
Well, I've always rather fancied the trip to South Africa.
You're going to Holland. Do you understand?
No, sir.
Well, that's all. Best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
This is something pretty darn important. If it wasn't, and I was Bond, I'd be pissed that I had to leave the chick I was with before. This time there's a dire situation that has occurred, and unfortunately there's not much to go on.
I'm afraid there's not much to go on.
They do have one little tiny piece of information to use as a lead, though.
Do you know what this is?
Bond will typically show some acquaintance in an area that M questions him about.
Automatic targeting attack communicator. Uses an ultra-low frequency coded transmitter.
Throwing the gyroscopic controls of a guided missile
To
off.
the most sophisticated computers and our defense systems.
A superfluous papilla.
Unusually small for an Nymphalis polychlorus.
Or something, isn't it?
More or less.
He will demonstrate some impressive knowledge, get a little bit of credit from M,
Well done, James.
and prove to us that this guy is not just a brainless agent. We can understand why M would trust Bond on such an important mission.
I mean, sir, who would pay $1 million to have me killed?
Jealous husbands, outraged chefs, humiliated tailors. The list is endless.
However, M doesn't think Bond is perfect.
Are you paying attention, 007?
He'll show some distaste for Bond's behavior or casual attitude before he dismisses him.
We do function in your absence, Commander. Oh, Miss Moneypenny, forget the usual repartee. 007's in a hurry.